Sports fans, it is podcast night. It's getting chilly out there. Spooky season is upon us, and nothing is more spooky than what is ahead of us. I'm not talking about Halloween just yet. I'm talking about week 7 in the NFL. It's all going down, and this is the place to recap it all here tonight on Wednesday night. Thank you for joining us for another edition of On the Money Podcast. Happy Hump Day. Happy Waiver Wire Wednesday. And I must say, oh, Money, I'm feeling pretty good about the waiver wire this week.
I know. I have to.
There it is.
I forgot all about trying to add Tez Johnson or Sterling Shepard.
And Cameron Johnson. Can't forget that, because remember, Baker Mayfield is making somebodies out of nobodies right now.
Well,
5-1 record.
I know this guy's supposed to practice this week. I don't know if he practiced today or what. Mike Evans.
I haven't gotten an update on Mike Evans. We did get an update on CeeDee Lamb. We've got Thursday night football breakdown that we're going to do, Steelers versus the Bengals. And that's another thing, not just the waiver wire, but the fact that so many big names are getting ready to suit up and come back to our fantasy football teams and potentially save us from our 2-4s, 3-3s, dare I say, 0-6s. But nonetheless, we're here to break it all down. Got football tomorrow night, and there's nothing better than going over the slate. And hopefully this could be the first week that guys can just make it out of the week in one piece, man. Because it's getting rough out here. Now, my poor Puka Nacua on my beautiful 5-0 team. Puka Nacua is now down.
What up, Chris?
He's got the bye week next week, so Puka most likely not going to suit up for the London matchup against the Jaguars. Then the Rams have the bye week.
Nothing is spook. I guess because I'm streaming it on my page as well, which I thought I stopped doing. But
are we on your page right now?
We're on every page. My personal page, On the Money Sports.
I'm going to share it right now.
On the YouTube page. I should get the group connected
sharing it
again.
On mine. I'm going to put it in the forum, the Sick Picks forum.
Mikey's dad, Magoo. Nothing is spookier than the Chris. Big Blue defense.
Woo, boy. Them boys came to play, and they have a tough task ahead of them this week against the Denver Broncos, who
really
did not.
Is that a tough task?
Did not look impressive.
After what I saw this past week?
They set the tone.
13-11?
They set the.
Is that what you want?
No.
13-11?
No, I wanted the complete opposite of what they gave me on Sunday morning.
That was the worst fantasy football matchup since probably, and it wasn't even the team's fault. It wasn't even the team's fault. That torrential monsoon that took place on Monday night in 2007 at Heinz Field, the Dolphins and Steelers, where that game ended 3-0. But if you watch that game, you would have seen they couldn't do nothing out there. I don't know why the NFL didn't cancel that game, because rain was coming down. The field was terrible. That was one of the worst games I ever watched. But at least Ben threw for almost 200 yards.
Sean coming in hot. Sean, we appreciate
Nick's
you,
is
buddy.
gonna get his ass pounded.
Thanks for tuning in, buddy. Sean in the building.
I mean, it was so bad.
Look,
that Brian Day.
Look, I just want to say that I had to look away from the screen because, as you know, we were doing Sick Picks Sunday morning pregame show, and that game was slowly bringing the morale down for me. I kept looking to see if Bo was giving me something out there against a terrible Jets team, and it was just nothing, bro. It was punt fest, field goal fest.
You want truth be told?
So
truth be told, the guys were over. We had tacos. And normally Crystal does all the work.
Taco Sunday.
You want me to be real why I helped with it?
Because the game was so
terrible? That game was terrible. So, yes, I was in the kitchen cutting lettuce, cutting tomatoes.
That was probably more entertaining.
Cutting onions, setting up down here. I didn't pay once attention.
I love the Steelers this year, bro. I'm happy they're killing it. Both my fantasy team and the Jets suck. 0-6. Good.
Good Lord. Double whammy,
make a move. It's not over. I have seen teams make the playoffs with a 6-8 record. Look, I'm 0-6 in the league that I am the champion of. All we have to do is win 8 in a row. All we have to do is win 8 in a row. Mike D has checked in, conspicuous by his absence. The third member of the Freebirds, the Jersey Triad, is officially in the house. He is having one of the best weeks ever. We had a great birthday with him on Taco Sunday, watching foosball. You know, it was a good time, but the way it started off was just...
Bro, I was drained.
And then the Justin Fields truthers, just, that was the nail in the... If it was a bad day for Bo Nix, you know, owners, the Justin Fields owners, like I'm seeing them on the waiver wire again.
The Pittsburgh Steelers went 10-7 with two quarterbacks who haven't won a single game this season that are a combined 0-9.
And also, Juju Smith-Schuster got beat up on Sunday Night Football. So it was he got beat up, bro.
You know who's been sharing this shit out of that photo on Twitter?
Who?
AB84.
Bro.
And you know, every time he goes, why boo-boo crying? Why boo-boo bleeding?
It's not that big of a deal if he didn't shake Pat Mahomes' hand, bro. It wasn't worth you getting beat up for. Next time, just let the guy walk by. The Branch was not having it. They have upheld his one-game suspension because he appealed it, but it was upheld. So
I see also, like, I know what he did was overreaction, but the cheap shot Juju gave him on the play before was ridiculous. The play was over, and
buddy,
now you're gonna go block him in the back. He's not. What happens if he hurt himself coming down?
Crazy way to end that game.
Not to mention, how did Pat Mahomes not get flagged for taunting on that touchdown? Because he flipped the ball at Branch. That run that he did.
Yeah.
Go back and watch the replay. He flicks the ball at Branch, goes like this, and then did I
don't remember them getting a penalty.
He didn't get a penalty. They got none. They went the entire game, no penalties.
The perfect game.
Yes.
They had the perfect game.
Yes.
If he would have did that to Mahomes, do you think it would have been a different
policy? Oh, hell yeah. He would have been out for 6 games.
He would have been in jail. He would be in jail
Pat's
right
a fake
now.
tough guy. Yeah, you heard me. You heard me, Chris. I know you're listening somewhere. Pat's a fake tough guy, and Juju's always been a fake tough guy. I should know.
Is this scrolling down or... Oh, okay, it's over here.
Yeah, it's right there.
You know what? It's what's messing me up is I'm seeing it twice right here. We're getting situated here. We're sharing the podcast on all of our pages so that you can follow along with us. If you
RJ's watching on my personal page. What's up?
If you happen to be tuned in, Blitz Gods Madden League, shout out to the boys. Appreciate you guys as well. We're in the Discord right now. We're everywhere, man. We're getting ready to get into everything because it was a super... Look, it started out slow, okay? It started out like a tire stuck in mud, but we picked up the pace as we get into the 1 p.m. slate. We get into the 4 p.m. slate.
1 p.m. games were good.
Yeah, we got some quality there.
The only game that really wasn't good was the bludgeoning of Dylan Gabriel. Other than that,
well, you know what it was? He started doing bad once I praised him because they posted his numbers on the. Remember, I stood up. I was like, "Look, the kid hasn't
been that bad.
The kid's not bad." Dude, 2 plays later, he throws the interception, right? Was it the interception that he threw? And then it just all went downhill. But at least he's not out there talking about how guys are late to meetings and stuff like that.
Ratatouille.
And that's who he has to. So is this a get-right game for the Miami Dolphins? Is it a get-right game for the Browns?
He is my quarterback, RJ. We're 4-1. Hopefully we'll be 5-1 after the end of tomorrow.
Thursday Night Football, man. Short turnaround going up against the guy who knows how to play you guys. Yeah. This is not his first go-around with the Pittsburgh Steelers. No, as a matter of fact, most of his career he has spent playing.
Mike Tomlin pretty much like lambasted the GM of the Browns. Did you hear the comment he made?
What? Oh, about the trade.
Yeah, he goes, Andrew Berry must be a smarter guy than me or the guys in this front office. If you're the way you think of a guy to make him your opening day starter, but then trade him within division.
That's like me reacting to a trade between you and Mikey. I was like, oh, great trade, guys. You know what I mean?
And then I went on Cleveland radio to listen because I love to listen. The guys are like this. They're like, I'm not mad at what Mike said. It sounds like Mike was defending Kevin. He goes, because Andrew should have never did that deal. That was stupid. He goes, why would you try to make your in-division team better?
The Bengals are better now.
That's what he said. He goes, why would you do that?
They have.
He goes, you think we're going to trade with the Steelers and make them better? No. Will we do that with why did you do that with the Bengals? And the other guy goes, well, That move right there, I told you 2 weeks ago, like the guys, they're going back and forth. He looks at, I told you a week and a half ago when that deal was done, that was Andrew Berry just pretty much kissing his job goodbye.
There's 28 other teams.
He goes, and if I was Jimmy Haslam, I'd fire him now before he starts making more moves that aren't going to help this team for the future because he's not going to be here beyond this year.
As a Jamar Chase owner, though,
I
can take a breath. Seeing Jamar Chase get into the end zone on that big play, that's a good feeling. For you, I know you hate the Bengals, but you did draft Jamar 1 overall, so you are invested. And to see Jamar Chase pull off that play, you say to yourself, I'm kind of glad they made this deal because this is the way. This is the path.
Don't look now, but I started 1-2. Your boys 4-2 and On the Money Sports now.
Look at you. You turned it around. Maybe this week is my turn. Ooh. I'm in the same boat as Chris right now. I need to win 7 of my next 8. And hopefully finish with a record of 7-7 and just pray for everybody else's downfall. The thing is, the injury bug hasn't gotten to certain people just yet. It's going around and it's getting everybody at different.
I got Puka on my team, and then on my other teams, I got
that poor Puka.
Amika getting with the hammy.
You saw my reaction when he stayed down and he started grabbing it.
We just put our heads down.
We all did. It was
a part of our parlays.
That was the worst moment.
Anytime touchdown, down the drain.
Every Sunday, there's a moment of sadness that we all share.
And he was ready to throw to him on that other play.
Yeah.
And they just blitzed him, and I was like, shit.
And this Sunday, it was poor Puka going down. Wide receiver 1 so far in fantasy football. And you saw he stood up, goes back down.
My last opponent didn't even play QB this past week, and I lost.
Oh.
Ooh, that's all right.
One of those.
Mikey, we're in Dynasty of Arms. It's a 2 QB. It's a 10-man 2 QB Dynasty League. And Mikey only started 1 quarterback a couple weeks ago and still beat Matt. And Carson Wentz missed like 5 minutes of the game.
Are we getting Carson Wentz or J.J. McCarthy this week against the Eagles?
I think if you get J.J. McCarthy and he struggles,
5-1 and On the Money Sports,
I think great. He's going to be yanked immediately.
Well, Wentz is banged up, but we don't know how healthy McCarthy is because I haven't heard the name for about a month.
That offense has flowed better with Carson Wentz.
Are we still gonna be able to get 100 out of Justin Jefferson? Because with Wentz, we've been consistently getting 100 yards.
Yes, we are
from Justin Jefferson.
And the running game's been better too. Aaron Jones, not Aaron Jones.
He's
Mason
coming back
Jordan
soon.
And Scott
Jones is coming back from IR.
And, Hawkinson's starting to get his looks again. Naylor, Addison saved the day last week or 2 weeks ago.
Yes, he did. So
after missing an entire quarter, the guy came on and still finished with like 20 fantasy points.
We are in the second quarter of the fantasy football season, and we are getting some big names that are due to come back. I'm talking CeeDee Lamb. I'm talking George Kittle, George Kittle, the way the 49ers are passing the ball, I know he's got to be thrilled with what they're doing out there. We're talking Mike Evans, which lo and behold, and Buka goes down, Evans comes right back into the fold. And that
Godwin looks to be out again.
That makes
Irving looks to be out again this Monday.
That makes Baker even more.
That's dangerous. A Monday night game, ain't it?
We got a Monday night doubleheader.
Oh my God!
One game is at 7 and one game is at 10, though.
Bro, start one at 6 and one at 8.
I wouldn't be mad at a 6 o'clock Monday night game. That'd be nice.
I can't stay up, bro. I work.
I will gladly take a 6 o'clock, but I'm happy with the set. Give me something to do.
At least the Tampa Bay games first.
I need Vikings to find a way to torch Eagles secondary. Well, Quinyon Mitchell is not practicing. So that means
Kylan Ringo's going to have to play still because they're going to bench him for Adoree.
Or it's going to be Adoree Jackson on Justin Jefferson?
Ooh.
That's not going to work out well for Adoree Jackson. I know Adoree Jackson. I know his strengths and his weaknesses. And Justin Jefferson is going to be way too – Adoree Jackson is meant to cover your third best wide receiver, not your wide receiver 1. So, but
Eagles are in trouble regardless.
Is J.J. McCarthy going to be able to get?
That's why Carson Wentz to start. I want the Carson Wentz revenge game. So if Carson Wentz wins,
Rashee Rice is coming back too from his suspension that has been served. It's over. Those of you who drafted Rashee, you held him in the IR spot. And you did well without him. Now you're going to be doing even better with him on your roster. Or maybe you're dealing with a Puka or Mbuka injury, And lo and behold, Rashee Rice is there to fill in that spot for you. Just like there's like nobody left.
If Ringo plays, I'm gonna go to prison.
Well, yeah, the latest that I saw is Quinyon Mitchell is not practicing. So there's a good shot that he doesn't play. But again, it's only Wednesday. Wednesday is like a light practice, walkthrough, yada, yada.
Veteran rest days.
The next 2 practice reports are going to be the crucial ones that are going to be the determining factor as far as, and maybe it might determine what the Vikings may want to do. Like, if Quinyon's out, we attack them through the air. And we will have success through the air because we saw the Giants do it on Thursday. Wan'Dale Robinson looked like a star.
We keep talking about Wan'Dale Robinson. Can we talk about little Jordan Humphrey looking like an all-pro wide receiver?
Humphrey. They kept saying his name. I was like, what is this guy doing out here? I didn't even know they had him.
Last I thought he was on the Broncos.
Why is he getting so many targets out here? Like, what is going on? His over-under on receiving yards had to be crazy. I traded for him in my other dynasty league, and I'm currently undefeated. I also lost Puka in that same league. Damn, he still managed to go to 6-0.
To one hit to that shoulder, he could be out of that game.
Well,
it's a non-throwing shoulder. He better suck it up, Buttercup. Get a shot.
Right,
Buddy!
We all want to see Wentz as the starting quarterback for this game because it's Carson Wentz.
The storyline, bro.
Yeah, it's the storylines, bro. I'm sorry. J.J. McCarthy is not interesting to me, bro. I feel to this point it's been nothing but hype. We didn't see what he did last year because he was hurt. He got hurt again this year. To me, the stock is plummeting on J.J. McCarthy. And from a fantasy perspective, Justin Jefferson looks like a first-round pick with Carson Wentz.
Jordan. His mom had a black and mild in her mouth when he was born.
Bro, he was all over the field. The Eagles didn't.
Bro, that one pass that he just mossed the dude, I was like,
they clearly did not have a game plan or a strategy for Lil Jordan Humphrey. And honestly, who would? It's Lil Jordan Humphrey, guys. But he was out there looking like the wide receiver 1. And then Wan'Dale rips off that crazy touchdown that he got. Scatterboo with 3 touchdowns. Eagles offense looked putrid.
They did.
You know, and people were talking about what's wrong. Listen, let me tell you something.
I'm just mad at Daboll for not giving
right now.
Scatterboo another carry to get 100 yards.
The shit that the Eagles were doing last year, they're trying to do it again this year, but it ain't working. That's why it's just as boring, just as stale. The thing is, it was working way more efficiently last year. Not to mention, you had a 2,000-yard running back.
Well,
he's not on pace for that.
Landon Dickerson isn't 100% healthy, and
offensive line's banged up.
And losing Mekhi Becton was a lot harder and a bigger loss than the Eagles want to admit. Maybe some fans realized Becton was more important than what maybe the actual front office thought. But the front office let this guy walk. And
good point, Chris. Good point.
It's hurting the team.
Clearly.
It is clearly hurt. Like, they can't get nothing going.
What's his name? Palooza?
And it's
Palooka?
It is crazy because the first 3 runs that Barkley ripped on Thursday, I was like, oh, shit.
He was getting like 10 a clip.
Here we go. And then, boom. Whatever the Giants did, they quelled it down. They stopped it. And Hurts just looked horrific in the second half again.
Yeah, Sean, they're not doing anything differently. They're using the same plays that worked for them last year. It's just not working as well this year. And he looked absolutely awful. Another overthrow.
Even the play calling is weird. They get a good flow going, and then they start it's as if they're trying to please people instead of just run the offense and win games.
Remember, I said it on Sunday when we were going through the Sunday morning show. Giants gave them the ball on the 40-yard line on a bad kick, and all you got out of it was 3 points. And I said to myself,
start the game.
I said to myself, whoa, wait a minute. What happened?
Yeah.
Like, why did this just stall out?
Remember,
like
I texted in the group chat. I was like, yo, Mike, that was a great defensive stop. Mike wasn't listening to us. He didn't start talking shit until the 4th quarter.
Mike was nonverbal for about 2.5 quarters of that football game. But me and Oscar were active in the group chat talking.
We were just going, oh, shit. And the best part of that game was Brian Daboll losing his shit after Russ threw that ridiculous pass. And
bro, they go from Russ throwing that shit to Daboll has his head in the tent. Like, hey, can you go?
Then Daboll screaming at the independent neurologist, screaming at him.
Shoot him up. Shoot him up. We got to get this guy. Bro, that was, first of all, Russell Wilson with his helmet on the entire game was pissing me off. Like, bro, take your helmet off. You're not getting in this game. And when he finally does get into the game, he does that. If there was any more of that, Eagles win that game no matter how bad the Eagles offense looks.
I don't think.
Oh.
I think if Jackson.
Oh, my goodness.
I think if Jackson Dart got ruled out for that game, I don't think you see Russell Wilson the rest of the game.
But he had his helmet on.
I think he goes to Jameis Winston.
Buddy had his helmet on for 3 hours for no reason. And then you have Dayball with his head in the tent. The sequence, bravo to the cameraman, because that was some good shit right there, bro. Literally, Dayball
screaming at the independent neurologist on the side.
Get him out here. Get him out here. And not for nothing, the Giants smell blood, and they attacked. And they did what you do if you're a shark. If you're a dog, you
bro, when he threw that pass, I felt bad for us because you see it in his face, too, like.
I know Eagles defense was like, yo, I hope he stays out there because we need more of that out there. But the Giants got him the hell out of there. Dart went back out there. Dart, stop leading with your head. You know, I know Scatterboo's your boy, but you guys got to stop leading with your head.
Sliding.
That's not going to work out
well for you. For the love of God, please stop doing backflips.
Not on that turf. Not on that turf.
Please.
Oh, yes. It's a new day. The Titans have fired another head coach. Our interim coach, McCoy, is going to be running things until we get rid of his ass. And Cam Ward will have a new head coach and potentially a new offensive coordinator in the upcoming season. And then we see where we go from there. Unfortunately, our owner can't fire herself. I wish she would. I wish she would sell the team, because the fact that once again, you're doing all this and you can't even show face. You can't even have a press conference. You don't even live in Nashville, Tennessee. You are in another state, you know, and you've got this Brinker and Bolholzer, whatever. These two guys are running the show, right? So, and them I trust for now. And we're going to have to see where this goes moving forward. But who knows? Guess who we have coming? Mike Vrabel's coming to town with the New England Patriots, who are number one in the AFC East right now. You don't think he wants this? They didn't want to lose that game with Callahan as the head coach, but they will lose that game regardless, because the Patriots are on a different level. Drake May is looking top 5-ish right now. I didn't even know what your GM looks like. She is the daughter of Bud Adams, who was our real GM, and unfortunately, Bud passed away.
Seattle's up 2-0.
She inherited, you know, it's like Dixie Carter with TNA. She inherited something that is just too much for her. You know, she's not capable of running this team into the right direction. This team lost their heart when the old man died. In reality,
I read that they're sellers at the deadline. That pretty much everybody's available except for Ward and like the newer pieces they signed, plus Isaiah.
Well, Ridley's hurt now.
Simmons.
So Ridley's hurt. Jeffrey Simmons isn't getting traded.
Jeffrey
Simmons is playing great right now.
Yeah, Jeffrey Simmons. I'm sorry.
It doesn't matter.
He's not going nowhere. They already said it, but they said like Chikonkwo has been getting. They've been fielding calls on him. They've been fielding calls on other guys too, that they're willing to start dealing.
Yeah, my rookies make me nervous, but they also have given the team life. So now we got to take the good
Bengals have been taking calls on Trey Hendrickson.
Bengals taking calls right now. I mean, they got a new breath of fresh air in the room. The 41-year-old is giving them a shot.
Oh shit, they just tied it.
Oh, look at that. Toronto just ties the game off of Andres Jimenez 2-run dinger. 2-2 ball game in the top of the third. First game in Seattle. Seattle up 2-0 on the Toronto Blue Jays. Looks like they blew their load in Yankee Stadium and forgot that they still have the playoffs to go through. But nonetheless,
Cal Riley looks
they
pissed.
Just tied it up.
He's like, bitch, that's not where I told you to throw that ball.
And we are in the midst of Game 3. It's all happening right now. We're breaking it down. We're getting live reaction to what's going down in the ALCS. As Toronto, a much-needed 2-run shot from their 9-hole hitter, which
put that jacket on like a normal human being.
That the team has to rally around that, because this is a must-win for Toronto tonight. Go Mariners! Yeah, I ain't lying. I just want to be able to say the Blue Jays lose over and over and over. But yeah, man, I've been on a rampage with Callahan. He had to go. I've been wanting him gone since the seasons before week 1. I wanted Callahan gone because he's a fraud. He's a bozo. He doesn't know what he's doing. The team doesn't respond to him, and we look like utter garbage. Utter garbage. The Cardinals gave us a win. We're 1-5. The only win we have, we don't even truly deserve it. We'll take it.
Didn't earn.
But now we're going into a game.
If DeMarcado never does what he does, the game's over. It's out of reach.
It's 28-6, and we're talking about an 0-6 Titans team right now. Primed for the first overall pick.
Again.
And then what do we do with it now? I mean, this time around, if Cam is our
quarterback,
guy, I'd sell it.
Yeah, it'll get sold.
I'd sell it if we get the 101.
Maybe Jerry will trade up to get a pass rusher.
Because the NFL doesn't want the Titans to have back-to-back first-round picks.
Ooh, I know that shit hurt.
Robles. He missed time going into that net early in the season, too. So he hits the barricade there, and that is a...
Oh, he's gonna that almost went into the rib section.
He is going to feel that. But, yeah, nonetheless, bravo to the Giants. A tough task lies ahead, or maybe not tough with the way we saw the Broncos look in London. Who knows?
I don't think the Giants are such a. And here's the thing:
don't be like this. Like coming off of a win, and then like how when they played the Saints, and it was just like, oh, Giants got this.
Here's how.
Like, don't let this be the big.
The Giants have a big advantage. You played Thursday night. You got 3 extra days of rest. Meanwhile, the Broncos were out in London. Played a game in London on Sunday, came back probably late as hell Monday.
Yeah.
Got to get reacclimated to time out here. They're going to be on jet lag the first couple of days. Their bodies aren't going to be normal probably, I'd say, tomorrow. I can see the Giants win. Because the Broncos offense wasn't very impressive this past week or the week prior.
Nothing. None of it. Like, and it sucks when it's one of those matchups where it's like, they are going to feast on the Jets. They are going to, and the Jets had a shot to win this game. And the Jets had a shot to win this game, and they clearly weren't even trying to throw the ball. Like, and still, what was it, 13-11? One of the most forgettable scores of all time. It was hideous, bro. It was absolutely hideous.
Right there. There's the replay.
Yeah, he took right on the hip. Right on the hip
right.
bone. Boom. There's a slight padding there, but that's
look at
brick.
his face.
That is brick right there.
The flashback, bro. Like you said.
Oof. Yeah, that's where he got hurt. He was out. He was out for some time there. He went on the IL for that.
He have a concussion? You seen how he was like
the way his arm bent on that netting when he tried to catch the ball. Hell of a play right there. And when we got a 2-2 ball game right now.
Yeah, I could if the Giants play their cards right, the defense is strong enough to do some damage. They can get after Bo Nix. They really can. That's the latest one.
Okay.
Go Mariners.
All right, just making sure that we're up to date with the comments. The comments are flowing right now. We want to keep up with what people are saying. Let's go Giants. Giants fans are in the house tonight. They're feeling good. We're talking a little bit of Giants Broncos. I'm hoping. I mean, this could be a defensive struggle because the way that the Giants defense looked, man, they were
get Waddle. You think the Dolphins will trade Waddle? You think they're going to be a fire sale?
Well, guys are showing up late to meetings. And then Tua came out and apologized.
Listen, I believe what Tua said on last week was all real. I don't think there was a single lie. Bro, are they about to cough this up?
Well, Flatty with a hit. Got runners on the corners. One out.
Oh, now you want to be a guy, huh?
First hit.
I believe him. And I know people are going to come out and say, oh, he's lying. People are saying, bro, he put everybody on blast. So the people who felt disrespected are going to form lies to make him look like the liar. However, he is just as much to blame for the play of this team.
Hold yourself
but I also believe this team is in total disarray. They're not disciplined because it's not like they're getting blown out. 5 of their freaking losses came in the last minute of the game. So it's not like they're getting torched.
Yeah.
But I will say this. I think Cleveland beats them this weekend.
That's a bad matchup.
And if Cleveland wins,
that's a bad matchup.
I think Cleveland's defense is going to feast on them.
Which means mistakes.
I'm not
turnovers by Tua.
I'm not trying to wish anything on Tua, but this could be a game where Tua might miss some action.
But Packers offense is better than the Dolphins offense.
You know, I know we talk about the Browns are the Browns, they're 1-5, but the Browns defense is a top 5 defense. They're top 3 in running, and they're the number 1 rush defense and the number 3 pass defense.
This is facts.
This
is facts.
How can I say this? If the Browns had a legitimate number 1 wide receiver and if their left tackle was at least an average left tackle, this team could have been 3-2.
Rumor is Myers, Waddle, and Olave are on their list of wide receivers. Judy as well, but the problem is, and part of the problem, like you just said, Judy is showing that he is not capable of being the wide receiver 1 in this offense. The key to the Browns offense is the rookie Quinshon Judkins, and not to mention Njoku goes down. Njoku may miss some time. So you've got 2 rookies, Harold Fanning Jr. and Quinshon Judkins.
And a rookie quarterback.
And a rookie quarterback, Dylan Gabriel, who's getting thrown into the fire, had to go up against a tough Steelers defense this past week. But this matchup is a little bit softer. Up against the Miami Dolphins team in complete disarray. This is, dare I say, a good
The Dolphins have the better offense,
Cleveland.
But the Browns have the better defense.
Browns defense can shut them down.
And at this point, I actually trust Kevin Stefanski a lot more than I trust Mike McDaniels.
I'm looking for reasons to not start Tua.
And I truly believe if they lose to the Browns this week, I think McDaniels gets fired. I think he's the second coach that gets fired.
We started the trend, the domino effect. I think Glenn is on the block too with the. I don't know what the Jets are actually doing though, but that
bro, Jalen Waddle was available. I would want the Steelers to go after him because he would be.
Just said
he's a number 2 wide receiver. He's not a number 1
contract. Olave drops passes, and Myers would need a new contract. I'm good on that. Olave's been balling this year though. But part of it is the amount of targets that Rattler peppers him with. He's averaging like 11, 12 targets a game right now. So, like, that adds up. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to be great. You can drop a few and you're still getting 7, 8 receptions. So, Olave is a big part of what the Saints offense is trying to do. But as far as what the Saints front office is trying to do, he might be one of the most valuable pieces that they'll be able to move and actually get a return for because the Saints are just living in limbo. Yeah, we got him the hell out of there. We can't.
Waddle's a good addition because then he's a good number 2 receiver. Yeah. He's a true number 2.
I mean, not for nothing. We should be inquiring about some of these guys.
I would be inquiring. If I'm the Pittsburgh Steelers, you need a number 2 wide receiver.
Ridley's hurt.
I'm all for it.
Why not us? Go get a
wide receiver. He would make a great compliment to DK Metcalf.
Go get yourself. Well, you guys are. I forgot what it was. I think it might have been Olave.
We're also on Olave.
I think you guys were on Olave last I saw. So that means the Saints are talking.
The Saints are
talking. They're reaching out.
Supposedly, Kamara said he doesn't want to go nowhere. That he told the front office he wants to stay.
Being loyal. That's his team, Going to retire a Saint, most likely. So he's not doing much for anybody from the fantasy perspective. But,
Oh,
congrats to the loyalty. I don't think he has much in him left. I think he's ready to,
and
he might
probably
hang up
just
the cleats.
probably just quit after this.
Soon,
retire after this year.
Next year.
I'm good.
Let
me be a Saint. I'm cool without a title.
He's gonna go down as one of the
first 2
Saints.
games. These guys were 1 for 42 in innings 3 through 9. Today they're 4-6.
Toronto is hitting tonight. The over/under was 7 on this game. And it's
we're at
the
4.
Top of the 3rd, bases loaded, 4 already. So that over/under's got to be like at 9.5 right now or 8.5.
Well, the Phillies rumors have already started about Bo Bichette.
I would press over. Rashid would be fire. Yeah, Rashid Shaheed would be a nice compliment to any offense that you add him to, because he's going to take the lid off that secondary, which means the intermediate routes are going to be there all day for your top receiver. And the threat of Rashid Shaheed over the top is always going to be
there. And
I'll
be honest, Shaheed fits the Steelers system right now, because he's the guy that could threaten, because you throw the ball on a slant to Metcalf.
87-yarder.
And Metcalf will just take that 5-yard slant, and he could take it. We all know he could take it.
Well, you guys are down Calvin Austin right now.
Yeah.
You don't really have a wide receiver, too, technically. There is no wide receiver. It's Darnell Washington. Your tight end.
I love him.
Your tight end is the wide receiver too currently, because he's getting the looks, he's getting the targets.
I like what they did this past week, because they did it last week too. They're going big package, meaning there's the tight ends that are throwing on the field are just shit.
Wild pitch, and Toronto gets one easy. And it's now 3-2 Toronto.
Wait a minute. Dan's looking like he wants to challenge.
It is 3-2 Toronto.
What are you going to challenge?
Kirby looking like he's in shambles right now. Oh, it's about to get even worse. DraftKings just gave it away.
Really?
Yeah.
Base hit?
2 more are about to score. It's about to be 5-2 Toronto. So somebody brought somebody home.
Probably him right there.
Oh my God. Yeah, I see it. There it is. Off the wall. That was almost
he misplayed it.
A 3-run shot. He didn't know where to stand there. Bounced off the wall. Toronto is they're lighting up Seattle right now in Seattle. Kirby, not long for this world.
Give
if he
the
continues
Saints
like
Banks
this.
and a 4th and call it a day. Laughing my
Not a bad deal. And it's funny because I think the Saints they take Banks.
But if the Giants are going to do something like that, dare I say that's confidence for Brian Daboll?
What, a move like that?
A move like a Waddle or a Olave or a Shaheed?
Dude, in the words of Al Davis, just win, baby.
Does that not mean you're putting confidence in this team?
It's gonna
that you're putting confidence in this coach?
That's going to make some people upset.
It's going to make one person upset. What did Mikey say? Man. Be careful what you wish for?
Oh, man.
It sounds like you're trying to give the rookie quarterback weapons.
What?
And if the rookie quarterback has weapons and is successful, if the Giants finish the season 7-10, Daboll's going nowhere, dog. Because Daboll could go into the office with Mara, Sheen, or if Sheen's not involved, just Mara, and be like, listen, I started the year out 0-3, sir. However, I went 7-7 down the stretch with a rookie quarterback that started to learn that maybe if I started in week 1 and we go 1-2 in that aspect,
different conversation,
or goes 2-1, we're 9-8, sir.
Oh, they play at 4:05.
So
okay, that's good. That's a decent 4:00 slate this week. We got Colts, Chargers, Giants, Broncos, Packers, Cardinals, Commanders, Cowboys.
Because then he could go in there and just be like, so I got a 0-3 Russ.
Oof.
Right?
Oof.
And then my other guy goes 7-7, and they'll be like, oh, they were 500. Yeah, but they were 500 with a rookie quarterback who got thrust into a situation, who lost his number 1 wide receiver.
He did. He did lose his number 1 wide receiver.
And he's throwing to guys like Little Jordan Humphrey, Wandale Robinson, and Jalen Hyatt.
Theo.
Well, Theo dropped a beautiful pass that he threw.
Theo, bro, I needed 1.5 more yards, buddy. He killed me.
He would have had it if he caught the ball that Jackson threw to him.
These parlays so close.
So dare I say, hell, if the kid can find a way to go 8-6, 7-7 is the magic number for Daboll. If they get to 7-7 with Jackson Dart as the quarterback, you finish the year 7-10. You show, especially in the last month of the season, say Jackson wins 3 games in a row, and it looks good 3 games in a row. How do you make a change then? Because if you make that change, your now rookie quarterback has to learn a new system next year. Because you're not going to keep the same staff.
That's what Cam's
you're going to change it over.
New system, new OC.
But it might benefit him.
Right. Yeah, like sometimes you have to do, like, it's just, it is two different situations.
Right now, Jackson Dart fits the protoform of what Josh Allen is in Buffalo with what Daboll had in Buffalo. They're both 6'4", both 200-some pounds, both can run, both athletic arms.
He's got a rushing touchdown in every start so far, right?
Yes.
Jackson Dart, anytime touchdown. Why not? He's doing it every game so far.
And he's throwing at least one passing touchdown a game.
I think if we win more games,
I think he
keeps his job. I mean, Mike, I've been saying it at the conversations about the Giants the last couple of years.
He has 4 passing touchdowns, 3 rushing, or 4 rushing?
I've said it on here. I've said it to you. The Giants cannot continue to get swept by the Cowboys and the Eagles. Phase 1, you beat Philly. That's a big piece right there.
Jackson Dart against the Dallas Cowboys wins the football game.
They got one more against them. He's got a shot to do it, because he ain't going nowhere. But I think we are seriously overlooking a Broncos defense that's on pace to break a single season sack record.
Listen,
that defense,
I understand that,
for real.
I completely understand that. That offense ain't nothing to be scared of. If you're New York,
is Bo like a fraud?
I feel like Bo is regressed.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Just Knees started out
the season.
Check down
Bo.
Great. Just Knees. Come on, Cal, you're pushing it.
Yeah, I need him to get a home run. I bet him for a solo shot. I need a Kyle Riley dinger. He's trying to force it now.
Just Knees is starting. Is this is what he just needs did last year? Remember how he started the first month of the season on fire with the Chargers, and then he just slowly chiseled. This is what just happened now.
Check down, check down, check down, check down, check down. Like, bro, open up the offense. Somebody, what are we doing? I know Sean Payton loves the short passes. That's his game. But like at some point in time, bro, we are playing. Somebody had to go into that huddle and be like, we are playing the New York Jets. We need to run our plays on these guys. We need to go out and win this football game. Like, win the football game. I feel like the Broncos survived the football game.
You're right.
But I am not about to sit here and overlook that defense, because that defense is
Rodriguez hit a home run today.
A problem. And they might be able to slow down what the Giants were able to do, because not for nothing, Denver Broncos defense and Eagles defense on 2 different categories right now.
This is going to be another low-scoring game.
So we're going to see. It should be. I think it's going to be a defense.
The Giants have to play clean football.
17-16.
Jackson Dart has to play clean football. Yeah. He can't turn the ball over. He can't have a fumble. If he does those things, they're going to have a chance to win this game.
They got a great chance. They got a great chance to win this game. It's another real.
If you win this game, you're 3-4 going into Philly with a chance to getting the 500.
Oh man!
And if for some odd reason,
the short turnaround.
And if for some odd reason, the Giants can go into Philly and win, questions are going to start flying like crazy.
They sweep the Eagles. Dart or Purdy this week?
Dart.
This is Purdy's first game back. He's limited at practice.
Listen,
he's getting George Kittle back.
If Purdy plays like shit, the controversy is going to start.
Because it is his first week back, I'm going to go with Jackson Dart for this week. I got to see what Purdy looks like. Because, not for nothing, the Niners last week against the Bucs, they're all just limping around. Mac Jones
and they
limping
almost
around.
Won.
Yeah, it was a dogfight. It was a 4-1 versus 4-1 absolute slugfest.
Mac Jones has done more in these last 3 weeks than I've seen Brock Purdy do in 2 years as a starter.
Damn.
And that's
Purdy went to a bowl, though.
And I know.
Purdy went to a bowl.
I feel like this offense has flowed better with Mac Jones. I feel like Mac Jones has been so much better.
He's game ready. Like, he was a starter at one point in this league, guys. Like, he went through the ups and downs. He had Kendrick Bourne is a former teammate of Mac Jones. They were together in New England. So that rapport that they had in New England, they brought over to San Francisco.
I will log off this page if the Giants go into Philly and cause a firing frenzy.
Oh, my God.
Purdy got hurt week 1. The game he came back, he put up 3. I don't care, Mike. You can say all that.
It's an interesting
Mike, you still won't give credit to Caleb Williams. So you want me to give credit to Purdy? I'll give credit to Purdy when you give credit to Caleb.
He's just a hater of Brock Purdy.
No, because guess what? Mac Jones is doing the same exact thing that Purdy did, but better.
It's a real conversation. The talking heads are talking about it on TV. They've been talking about it for weeks with Mac Jones. I mean, look, let's face it. When Purdy went down, we expected the 49ers to crash and burn. They're 4-2.
Kyle Shanahan finally got the guy that he was supposed to draft at number 3 overall a couple of years ago, but instead he took Trey Lance, and you seen how that went. Had he just done this, they might have beaten the Chiefs with Mac Jones in the Super Bowl.
McCaffrey's killing it right now, too. Christian McCaffrey is a bona fide dog. Like, he is back.
Rob, they hate me now.
Purdy is a product of the system.
Mac over Purdy.
And that's the conversation. System. And there's a lot of people that is their issue with Purdy. Is the fact that
here's another question.
Product of the 49ers system.
This is how I'm going to end this real quick to you. Listen, I'm going to end this right now to you, Mike. Ask Brian Thomas Jr. if he still had Mac Jones, would he be happy?
Oh, remember Brian Thomas Jr.? How great that was? He had a decent game this week, but it's like Trevor is just, I'll give you the pass.
Purdy didn't go to the 49ers did not go to the Super Bowl because of Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy was a passenger on the way up. Knock it off. That defense. That defense and the players around him.
He had something to do with it. Purdy in the Super Bowl was Russ in Seattle. That's a funny comparison. How about this? Niners had no business paying Purdy because I called him a system quarterback. He got paid, so they got to start him.
And that was stupid.
And that's the dilemma that they face. I mean, we're talking about a team that gave up how many first-round picks for Trey Lance?
Ooh.
This isn't the worst thing they've done. And yet they are 4-2.
That's how I don't understand how John Lynch still got a job.
49ers have a shot to win that division right now. They can do it. Like, they can win
the system that's Mac Jones producing. Right. I saw Mac Jones in a rookie season do phenomenal.
So we can plug anybody.
I saw Mac Jones last year play good for the Jaguars.
Jimmy G took them to the Super Bowl.
Brian Thomas Jr. is still wondering when Trevor's going to keep throwing the ball to him, bro. He should know.
This is the last London game. And then we're done with this international games, and this is it. No more games.
Mac Jones is a better quarterback than Trevor Lawrence.
I would take Mac Jones over Trevor Lawrence right now. Eating a banana on the sidelines, making plays. I would have loved to see what Mac Jones will be able to do with George Kittle coming back. Because the Niners are throwing the ball. Like, they are throwing the rock. We saw C.J. Stroud do great.
But we've seen Mac Jones do better afterwards, bud.
Throwing your boy Stroud 9 under the bus, huh? I've been telling you that was a one-hit wonder. Now look at you.
Okay, you want to talk about system. Let's see Brock Purdy put up the same stat lines and win games throwing the ball to Kendrick Bournes of the world and the other no-namers on the list. He don't even got a number 1 and he's producing. He don't even got Kittle. Who's Tongues? Tongues! Knock it off.
Well,
Go back in there. Oh.
He's got the rapport with Bourne because they were former teammates. So he's going to look for him because it's like he already knows where he's going to be.
You know and C.J. Stroud is a bum.
They overhyped.
I should have listened to Elon from the rip.
Nobody wanted to listen to me, bro, because they looked at it as Texans hate. It wasn't about the Texans, bro. It wasn't about the Texans. There was nothing we could do.
Elon's been correct about Trevor Lawrence and C.J. Stroud so far.
There was nothing that we could do about the Texans' rise that year because we weren't good enough to stop them. His regression.
Then why didn't C.J. Beathard and Nick Mullins do the same thing? Well, if it's the system.
Texans don't have a system.
Or Josh Dobbs.
Texans don't have a system.
Right.
I don't know.
System.
I think that it's going to be interesting to see what Brock does. The original question was Brock Purdy or Jackson Dart. I'm going with Dart.
Dart gives you because of the legs, the mobility.
Bro, you've got a rushing touchdown from him each and every game so far that he's played. And I am not going to be quick to start. Well, Brock Purdy is not just the foot. It's his shoulder. It's this. It's that. He has too many ailments for me to be ready to fire up Brock Purdy week 1, and they're playing up against the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons defense looked pretty good this past Monday night.
I'm gonna get Mike started real quick on this one.
That brings me to another conversation.
Can I bring up this? I want to say this point.
Go ahead.
Because we might be thinking of the same thing, but we're going to cause a little controversy. If James Cook doesn't have an out-of-this-world game, Josh Allen looks like an average fucking quarterback. There you go, dogs. Come at me. I'm ready for it. Because the last 2 weeks that James Cook has been Josh Allen has turns the ball over like a maniac, like he looked like in his rookie year, and has looked befuddled, and they've lost. Maybe the Bills are just plain old overrated.
George Springer, Dinger.
Yeah, it looks like the Blue Jays are going to get their dub.
I need Riley or Eugenio to hit one, and we're
because we know how much you love Josh Allen.
Look, he looks bad. He looked really bad. You saw the little Mahomes type of throw he tried to do on the 4th down play that didn't even they started out good, and then all of a sudden it just turned into like, okay, this isn't just
this was going to be a rout.
This is you against good defenses.
Drake London was a foot away from making this a 3-touchdown lead going into halftime.
You don't have a real wide receiver 1. Keon Coleman was week 1.
That's
Since
getting
then,
dropped off.
I don't know what Keon Coleman is doing for anybody. Khalil Shakir, who's that?
I don't hate Allen.
What's he do?
I don't hate Allen at all. He's a good fantasy quarterback.
I don't hate Allen, but some of the criticism that we're giving Jalen Hurts, it's time to start having that conversation about Josh Allen.
What did I say about?
It's not just Hurts.
3 years ago on this podcast, you people thought I was crazy. 2 years ago, you thought on this podcast, Dak Prescott and Josh Allen are the same damn guy. I've said that shit for the last 3 years on this podcast, and I have gotten such hate directed at me. But I am 100% correct on that statement.
I mean, look, the Falcons.
The only thing different is Dak is African American and Josh is white. That's the only difference of the two people. They are the same quarterback. Dak catches all this heat. He catches all this heat. Why? Because he's a Dallas Cowboys quarterback. While Josh gets a fucking pass from all the pundits out there.
It's not just
Dan Orlovsky will come on fucking live TV. Orlovsky will come on live TV and goes, that 45-yard interception that Josh Allen did doesn't really count. It was a punt.
They glaze that man too much, bro. We changed the rules of overtime for him, and it's time to have the conversation about the fact that right now they are not in first place in their own division. They are looking up at the New England Patriots, who already have a win over them. They need to beat the Patriots the second time. I'm also taking Allen over Dak, but this version of Josh Allen,
they're the same guy.
I need.
They
Buffalo.
both do stupid shit and choke in big moments. Both of them. But one catches more heat because he's the Dallas Cowboys quarterback, and the Dallas Cowboys have been the brunt of jokes for the last 30 years.
A lot of them are deserving.
Meanwhile, this guy gets all the passes in the world.
I'm not giving them one.
The media, the fans out there, like, yo, when he throws an interception, it's never his fault. Or it was a smart play because, it's 3rd and 15. You're just basically punting the ball.
Yeah, it's just a punt. It's okay, Josh. It's okay, Josh. It's okay. Because
now the tone is he doesn't have enough weapons. You know who he's turning into? The LeBron James of the NFL.
Look, not even that, because he doesn't have any championships. So you got to win something eventually, and he can't. He can't get out of the conference. And now you're in your own division. The Patriots have a dub over you, and you need to go get that back. You need to go route them. Yeah, I don't care what the media says. I'm looking at it from the perspective like this. We've been critical of Jalen Hurts, and that's deservedly so, because there's a lot of Jalen Hurts glazers out there who act like he is above criticism, and he's not. But neither is Josh Allen. I'm looking at it from a week-to-week basis off of performances. Right now, the Bills have back-to-back losses against two competitive teams. A loss against the Patriots within their own division and a loss against the Atlanta Falcons, which, I mean, the spread on that game, I believe, was Bills -4.5. I took the Falcons +4.5 because I said to myself, I think this is going to be a close football game. I'm not a Keon Coleman guy. I'm not a Khalil Shakir guy. I understand that when James Cook goes out there and has himself a day, there's a good chance that it's going to work out well for the Buffalo Bills. The Bills' defense is not good. Drake London was all alone out there. So Buffalo's defense, or the defense that we thought was there for the past couple of years, it ain't there this year. That defense ain't it. They ain't getting the job done. Drake May carved – yeah, Stephon Diggs out there by himself. What's going on with that secondary? Everybody's wide receiver one is just running out, making that cut, and they're all alone. They have the entire field to themselves.
Was destroying them.
I am still
taking Robinson.
I'm still taking Josh Allen over Dak Prescott, to be clear. I'm just saying he's not above the criticism because I watched the full game of Buffalo versus Atlanta, and it was a dog shit performance. He
was dog shit against New England too,
like when Drake London stepped out of bounds and that ended the half, I was like, here we go. Buffalo's gonna, this is it. Javi. This is the window.
Javi needed that.
Oh, he did. And I said to myself, this is the window where Buffalo gets right back in. And it just, I waited and it didn't happen. The Bills not being in first place is a product of their window closing. They never went and got Allen a true wide receiver one, and their defense folds in big spots, which partly falls on coaching. So Allen isn't absolved of any blame, but comparing him to like a Dak and Hurts is crazy to me.
Of course.
Dude, but those are valid points as far as the defense is suspect. At this point, McDermott, what are you a
The man's getting paid millions and super millions of dollars, right?
Who, Josh?
Yeah.
There he is.
We were told they didn't need Diggs. He didn't want Diggs no more. We know that. Diggs is gone because of Josh Allen.
And Diggs made the biggest play of the game
against
the Bills.
So.
You know how that felt, making that catch?
I have no sympathy for him. He makes boneheaded plays and chokes in big moments just like Dak Prescott.
And he looked good.
So how are they any different?
How
are they any different?
It is not looking good.
They had the Chiefs in Buffalo for the AFC Championship game, and he choked.
I mean, it's just he can't do it. He can't do it.
He chokes in big moments, just like Dak chokes in playoff games.
People forget about Cincinnati beating them easily in the playoffs. That happened. Don't act like Diggs is a Boy Scout. I mean,
it doesn't matter, though.
I mean, Keon Coleman might be a Boy Scout, but he ain't doing shit for nobody.
What's Keon Coleman doing? What's Khalil Shakir doing?
To Mikey's point, though, they haven't since the Diggs thing. You knew you needed a wide receiver one.
That's on them.
Life after Diggs, and they're not doing anything.
They're paying this guy almost $60-some million a year.
We usually see these collapses.
The quarterback I can't stand the most in this world, who everybody considers the GOAT, won championships with less. So we're going to keep quarterbacks on this high pedestal, and like him, well, then he needs to make it happen.
We see these collapses later in the year, but all of a sudden it looks like Josh is out there trying to do too much, and it's only October. And the field is getting smaller for the Buffalo Bills offense. And if James Cook isn't having a good day, Keon Coleman hasn't had a good day for a month and a half. Khalil Shakir is not a real threat, guys. I will take Rashid Shaheed over Khalil Shakir. He's not like Khalil Shakir is a fraud. He's not making Josh Allen better. He's not opening up the field. He's a one-dimensional wide receiver that you don't have to game plan for as a defense. Who is Khalil Shakir? Who is afraid of that guy? There's nothing to be afraid of.
Preaching, brother.
The number one receiver for Buffalo this year has been Dalton Kincaid. Imagine coming on here and saying that.
You're taking Wes Welker over Stephon Diggs? Get out of my face, Mike. I'm done.
I'm taking Wes Welker over every wide receiver Allen ever played with. How about that take? Wes Welker over Stephon Diggs? Yeah, I don't know about that. You guys got your own thing going on right now. I'm just saying that we cannot absolve.
The dumbest shit I have ever heard in my life.
We cannot absolve or make excuses.
Welker over Diggs?
I'm not saying I would do that. Welker's a dog, though. Welker's an absolute dog, you know? I mean, imagine what Brady would have been able to do with Diggs.
What he did with Moss.
He made nobody somebody. So imagine being a somebody attached to Tom Brady. I mean, look at the Tampa Bay Bucks offense with old Brady. That out route to Mike Evans was just absolutely deadly.
Ooh, he hurt his leg.
Biggest joke about the Cowboys, Jets been more conference playoff games than the Cowboys. Jets haven't been to the playoffs in like 20 years. Yeah, I can kind of like you that comparison, you've made it. I understand where you're coming from with it. I still think Josh Allen is the better player, but
the same guy.
I'm not going to sit here and continue to make excuses for a guy that can't get out of the AFC. You can't. It's always something, bro. It's always something. But that falls on him. That falls on McDermott. Defense is suspect.
I already said McDermott, you should be fired.
I can't remember.
McDermott should have been fired after the AFC Championship game.
I can't remember the last time the Bills defense stepped up in a big moment and made us stop.
You know what?
Like, they don't.
How about Sleeper do something respectable and get rid of Haley Steinfeld's photo off of Josh Allen's face?
Oh. He threw that fourth down pass like Haley Steinfeld would have thrown it. Like, what are you thinking, bro? What are you thinking? Like, you should be able to beat these guys. It's the
Charlie
Falcons.
from Bumblebee better get her shit together with her husband.
Bro, and then Bijan Robinson rips an 81-yard run, and you guys are just staring at him? What are you doing out there?
I'll be real. That was the first time all fantasy season I looked back and I was like, oh, damn, should I have traded Bijan the Alexi? Like,
Buffalo isn't
that was the first time I had that like inkling of a regret. But then I hurried up and told myself, you turn that into 10, you turn that into 10, you turn that into Junkins. Not to mention you got Drake May, so Oscar don't.
I see where Mikey go down that. I see where Mikey is coming from, because at the end of the day, Buffalo ain't doing anything right now. Like, this falls on every phase of the game.
Front office, listen, it falls on the front office, it falls on coaching. And it falls on Josh Allen.
And what he said about the Bills' window, because all of a sudden the AFC East is no longer the cakewalk that they can run through anymore. The Bills can't just beat up these teams every single. Oh, they can beat up the Jets. They can beat up Miami. But the Patriots are hitting back now. So your window for running your division
and not to mention
closed.
Let's talk about the teams Buffalo has beaten so far this year.
Well, I mean, hey, you got to bring it up, right?
The Miami Dolphins, 1-5.
Trash.
The New Orleans Saints, 1-5.
Garbage.
The Baltimore Ravens, 1-5. The New York Jets, 0-6. So that's 5, 10, 15, 6, 21, 3-21. The two teams that have winning records,
back-to-back weeks.
So it behooves Buffalo to get a damn win this week.
What does Buffalo have? Let's see. Let's measure. Let's see with this team. Oh, Buffalo's off this week.
So they're off? They got to win.
That's a win because they don't have to play. So
here we go.
Allen isn't absolved of blame, but the guy just won an MVP he didn't deserve, but he won it. So he's obviously doing something right.
Well, they messed up.
Than the other guys.
The MVP last year should have. The year Lamar won it, it should have been Josh Allen.
And they tried to make it
and
right, which is not right.
And Josh Allen winning it this year, it should have been Lamar. It should have been flip-flop. They should change the numbers.
Trade trophies, bro. Just trade trophies.
Yeah.
At this point. But that ain't the MVP awards ain't helping Josh Allen do nothing. It's not helping him do nothing.
I got the whole slate. Because I know I take snapshots.
Usually the Bills are able to coast until they get to the postseason, and then they really get challenged. But all of a sudden, back-to-back weeks against teams that are competitive, and they got punched in the mouth back-to-back weeks. And now the bye week couldn't have come at a perfect time for Buffalo. They needed it bad because they need to regroup as far as what they're doing. Oh! Parlay just hit, baby. We're back in. Sorry, guys. I had a 3 home run dinger parlay that just cashed. Vlad Guerrero, Julio Rodriguez, George Springer.
For
$1. I turned it into $111. Bada bing, bada boom. We're back in the room, baby.
And all that money will be used this weekend.
Woo! But anyway, like I was saying.
He didn't deny it.
No, because, bro, listen, no, I get where Mikey's coming from because that's how I feel about the Buffalo Bills. It's not just the Josh Allen thing. This is me talking to the Josh Allen Glazers and also being fair and calling it how it should be called because of the fact that we've been very hard on Jalen Hurts and he deserves the criticism, but Josh Allen deserves that shit too. Sean McDermott should be out of the building already. You needed Stephon Diggs because guess what? Keon Coleman is not that guy. Khalil Shakir is not that guy. Dalton Kincaid is potentially having the best year of his entire career so far, and it would be considered it's a mid-level career for the tight end position, but it's his best career year.
He was picked in the first round, wasn't he?
Because guess what? Dawson Knox is out there getting touchdowns too. So your tight ends are your wide receiver ones on that offense.
Both the same tight end, same type of tight end. I don't know why they drafted Kincaid.
Guess what? They're both more reliable than Keon Coleman and Khalil Shakir. Because Dawson Knox is getting in the end zone. You know? Dawson Knox is getting in the end zone. Yeah, you have no outside fact of the matter,
these last 2 weeks, the film shows that if you stop James Cook, your chances of beating Buffalo are very high.
If you stop him,
don't look now. The New England Patriots have the easiest schedule for the rest of the year.
They have a nice schedule.
It's very easy. And they got a guy in Mike Vrabel who's not going to let this team get ahead of themselves.
They're taking it a week at a time.
He's not going to let them think they won anything yet.
And they are going to try to beat the shit out
of him. And trust me, I'm sorry, dog. He's going into Tennessee this weekend to beat the bricks off of y'all.
It's the perfect time. We just fired our head coach. We're in complete disarray.
And I can picture after they win, him looking up at the press box at Amy, like.
I mean, there was a lack of communication on all fronts from that.
They should have never got rid of him.
Like that whole situation just.
I understand,
but you know what? I'm happy for him right now because look at what he's doing with a Patriots team that has been dead in the water since 2019. Patriots haven't done anything since 2019.
Well,
it's about 5 or 6 years.
Well, they had that rookie, the Mac Jones rookie year where they went to the playoffs and got shellacked by Buffalo.
Nobody remembers that. That's when they were a punching bag for the Buffalo Bills. They existed to make Buffalo feel better, bro. They existed to be the punching bag of the Buffalo Bills to get Josh Allen's
Belichick coach of the Tennessee Titans next year.
I don't know who we hire
because I think he's leaving. I don't think he's going to make the whole season in North Carolina. There's already talk about him getting his contract bought out and shit like that.
But we're not getting Bill Belichick. We're getting this old, beat up, washed up. I don't want washed Belichick.
You're getting Hudson though. She's gonna run your team.
Who?
His girl.
No, I don't want Bill Belichick. I'm out on Bill Belichick. All right. We need new blood here. How many people can we hire and fire in the span of 3 to 4 years before you realize it's time to sell the football team?
Bro, the chances of who your next head coach
I'd rather have John Gruden as my head coach.
I'm telling you,
naked waggle.
I know you discounted it, but Arthur Smith could be the guy next year for y'all.
I'd rather have Arthur Smith than Bill Belichick right now. And I'm not excited about that. Hell,
but at least you know what Arthur comes from the Vrabel tree.
Hell, Joe Brady from Buffalo. Come on.
Think about
this. Get out of there.
Arthur Smith for 3 years in Atlanta. Yeah, they went 7-10 each year, but he had no quarterback.
No, Mike McDaniels is going to go back to being an offensive coordinator somewhere. That's what's
Philadelphia Eagles.
He's going to be an OC.
He's going to either go, listen, McDaniels is going to be the OC of Philly next year, or he's going back to San Francisco. Those two options.
Hey, it worked out for Salah. He's having the time of his life. He's back where he needs to be.
Except he almost caught them hands from Liam Cohen.
Oh, yeah, besides that. We thought that guy was a funny guy. He got serious.
Mike Kafka would be the coach. Oh, you don't want that.
Mike Kafka. I think I prefer Joe Brady. They were talking about Matt Nagy, which I could see him being our coach for a year and getting fired. Which I don't really want that. If we're gonna do that, I need somebody that's gonna stick around. You know, I just don't know who that somebody is as of right now.
I truly believe Arthur Smith is a big logical piece there.
It's tough to call what direction we are going in as far as, you know, the new hire, but somebody new is coming. I know that for sure.
Fourth, but that trade then fell through. First report that I got was that Chris Olave was supposed to go to the Giants. The trade was reportedly Deontay Banks and
Brian, bring McDaniels to the Giants as our OC. Sorry, Kafka. He's going to end up getting an OC job. He's going to end up getting an OC job somewhere. There's going to be a lot of teams that are going to be looking for offensive coordinators. Hell, Philadelphia Eagles.
The Steelers. The rumor is the Giants had Banks in a fourth for Olave, and the deal fell through because the Steelers are offering a third-round pick for him.
If Matt is smart, he stays put where he's at. Look, Philadelphia Eagles and the Eagles fans don't like the offensive coordinator right now. They're not in love with Palooza, whatever the hell his name is. Who cares? Offense looks terrible. Mike McDaniels inserted into that situation with that offense, maybe that can give Philadelphia a shot in the arm that they need. But like Oscar said, I would not be surprised if before the season even ends, Mike McDaniels ends up getting fired by the Miami Dolphins. Like, the writing is kind of on the walls there with that whole situation. It's only a matter of time. It's not going to get any better. I think that the Browns end up, his last name says it all, Palooza, really? Palooza? I don't know what his last name is, but is the guy that they just hired. They call him KP, but he's no good. And the offense is no good, you know? And I think he ends up getting ousted at some point or another, especially if the Eagles continue trending downward as far as an offense goes. Like, you're not going to be able to keep that position. Sirianni will be there.
Russell Palooza had ass.
Yeah, I think that I think McDaniels makes sense for the Eagles as far as the coordinators go. There's about to be a lot of movement, man, because Callahan wasn't the only guy that was on the hot seat. You've got several head coaches that are sitting on the hot seat right now. You got that tough guy with the New York Jets. He's on the hot seat, hasn't won a game yet. McDaniels standing at the podium at the presser with his feet crossed.
Dolphins are seeking a first-round pick for Jalen Waddle, I'm just reading right now.
You got guys. Look, the trade deadline's coming up in the NFL. Guys are going to be on the move. We've mentioned Chris Olave. We've mentioned Jalen Waddle. I'd like either one, to be honest with you. I'd be happy with either one. I know Waddle with the injury history and everything, but you've got a guy in Tua that has been throwing him hospital balls his entire career so far.
Njoku's definitely getting moved, they said, by November 4th.
Harold Fanning. So Njoku,
supposedly Jacoby Myers trade is very close to being done.
Njoku's injury could be not so much of an injury as far as just them sitting him so that they can find a way to move him. And I heard about the Jacoby Myers thing earlier today. He's been, I think that's part of Geno Smith has been the shits. So Jacoby Myers hasn't been able to be what Jacoby Myers was last year for a lot of us who drafted him in the mid rounds. Like, Jacoby Myers was kind of a stud, and he was pulling us out of some dark places last year in fantasy. But this year, Geno Smith has a thing for Kyle Tucker. I mean, not Kyle Tucker, Trey Tucker. Trey Tucker has kind of been the wide receiver one for the Raiders. As it's
that run doesn't count.
Trey Tucker has been the wide receiver one for Oakland, who right now does not have Bowers, and it doesn't look like he's coming back anytime soon. One is crazy for any of them. We'll see. We'll see who pays up. We will see who pays up. So we covered Giants versus Broncos.
Oh shit! There's
we covered Eagles versus Vikings.
I made a mistake. That's what Tua said. I made a mistake.
Yeah. Hey, you know, out there being a chatty patty, you know, a gossip girl, a petty Betty, going out there talking about guys being late to practice. Bro, what if you go out there and throw 3 picks against a good Browns secondary? What are you going to say at the podium? What are your teammates that you threw under the bus going to say about you? Or maybe silence is the best answer.
Chuba Hubbard feels 110% and expects to play this week.
Yeah, because he's about to lose his job. He got to come back, bro, because Rico Dowdle's out there eating. And they're both going to eat into each other's carries now, because now we've got a split backfield situation. So for everybody who's been coasting with Rico Dowdle these past couple of weeks, you got to hope that Rico Dowdle's 14, 15 carries, he gives you that boom play. He gives you that 70-yarder, because now he's not going to get 20 to 23 carries. It's going to be split. Chuba's going to be getting 13 to 14. Dowdle's going to be getting 13 to 14. Not to mention game script dictating what happens, because we still don't really know what these Panthers are about. Like, we don't know who the Panthers are, and I don't know if we're going to get a good assessment of who the Panthers are in this week's matchup, because they're going up against the Jets.
Oh, this is interesting. Yahoo Fantasy posted this. Most commonly found players. I'm sorry, you're not going to like this part.
What?
Most commonly found players on 0-6 fantasy teams.
Too many hits to the head. Can't think before he speaks anymore. Yeah, he just out there.
Bro, he
talking.
tattled on his team, bro. Number one rule you don't do in the locker room.
Dog. You're a tattletale. Tattletale too.
That means you don't believe in your leader, and your leader's and Mike McDaniels.
Bro, aren't you one of the leaders? Tattletale Tua, worried about people coming in late to meetings.
So here we go. Here are the most commonly found players on 0-6 teams, according to Yahoo Fantasy. Number 1, Nico Collins. Number 2, Joe Burrow. Number 3, A.J. Brown. Number 4, Bo Nix. Number 5, Jamar Chase. Number 6, Kenny Walker. Number 7, Dak Prescott. Number 8, T. Higgins. Number 9, Brian Thomas Jr. And number 10, Drake London. Any of those players on your 0-6 squad?
No. I have Jonathan Taylor, who's potentially the RB1 on the season. I have Daniel Jones, potentially QB1 on the season. Just what's killed me in my 0-6 on the Money Sports League is my wide receivers. Not getting the production from them. The BTJs and the T. Higgins of the world.
Should have just picked one quarterback.
Yeah, I went back-to-back QBs. That also killed me. But then again, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. If I could have done it differently, believe me, I would. Like Cher said, if I could turn back time, but I can't. I have to deal with reality, and the reality of my situation is 0-6, and I'm trying to turn things around. My question to you is, can the Jets turn things around against the Panthers this week?
No.
Right answer. So from the perspective of having Rico Dowdle, having Chuba Hubbard against the Jets team, you got to be pretty excited still about Rico Dowdle, because there's going to be opportunities to kind of have the control of this football game. Maybe Bryce Young doesn't have to throw so much, and the Panthers have the lead, and maybe you get one more big week out of Rico before this running back committee kind of takes things over.
Yeah.
Is your ADHD kicking in right now? Are you good?
Yeah, I want to bring back up the
okay.
I want to bring up the
I'm just checking. So,
because I wanted to see, I was like, wait a minute, that's one of the games this week? Oh shit, it is.
Garrett Wilson.
Colts Chargers.
Garrett Wilson is out. Yeah, it's a 4 p.m. banger. It's a 4 p.m. banger. 4 p.m. slate is really good this week. We got 4.
No, I went on Twitter to check everything through, see what the big rumors are, because I didn't know about these Olave and Waddle rumors.
I saw some of it earlier.
So now I went on there, check, and these guys there's smoke out there that there was a big contingent after Giants practice ended, larger than normal, between Mara, Sheen, and Dable.
They're juiced up.
And it wasn't one of those. It wasn't like one of those talks where it's like you're bad. It looked like it was about something important. So maybe there is trade discussions going on.
It's building off the momentum. That's what
I don't blame them.
This is a big win.
You lost a key piece of your offense. Because I believe Malik Neighbors on that team doesn't lose to the Saints. And his team's 3-3 right now.
It's a possibility. We don't know, man. Because Giants just didn't play well.
Listen, the NFC isn't world beaters this year, guys.
Nope. The NFC's not good.
The 7th seed is open.
The beast conference that we thought was going to be the NFC, it ain't
just like the AFC. The AFC's both conferences are wide open.
It's suspect.
Now the Chiefs are starting to round in the shape, but I still got questions on their defense.
Well, their offense is about to get a lot better with Rashee Rice. And guess what? Fantasy QB1, Pat Mahomes.
Yeah, I was wrong.
You were wrong. Mikey was wrong. I was telling y'all, Pat Mahomes, he's going to look, he is the leading rusher, and he's out there making
That's what I think is going to hurt this team, bro.
Eventually.
I think that's what may hurt this team.
Eventually.
Because you're going to keep putting Pat in this position to keep passing, and eventually, he's been able never to really have a bad – damn, they almost had a triple play, dog. He's never really had an injury, or he's never been taken out of a game. Like, they've been relatively lucky on that. That line's still sus. And Pacheco's getting all these carries. Nothing's really improving. Kareem Hunt gets in there. Nothing's really going. The only guy running with effort, with yardage, is Pat Mahomes, and you can't sustain that.
He's getting like 9 a clip. He is just willing the offense down the field. Now you got Rashee Rice back into the equation. So his favorite targets, Rashee Rice on one side, Xavier Worthy on the other side. It makes him even more dangerous. Eventually, this could catch up to him, but eventually is enough to put the Chiefs in contention to potentially get to that AFC title.
And the Chargers goofed up losing these games lately.
They did goof up. They did. He
just got under.
They started charging. How many more bets do we get from him? No, he's gonna miss it. He missed it. Let's go. Come on, Riley.
He just missed it.
Come on. You hit a dinger, I'm winning another $95. I need you, buddy.
It doesn't matter, Mike. It's a running back up by committee over there.
Pacheco's getting like 7 to 10 carries a game.
Listen,
you can't get going like that.
Everybody who lives in this damn city or Cumberland County as a whole already knows, very simply put, Andy Reid's always done running back by committees.
It's never going to change.
Minus Westbrook. And Shady.
Even then, with Westbrook, he still had, what was his name? Buckhalter, right?
Yeah.
Buckhalter was getting.
Terrell Buckhalter in the game.
He's getting, action.
Leonard Weaver, before Leonard Weaver had that career-ending knee injury.
It was never just like as simple. It's not Andy Reid's style, but
I hate to say it, maybe Pop's best thing is to leave after the year. You've already won 2 rings. Go to a team looking for a number 1 running back.
Andy Reid.
Or a chance to split carries where it's actually going to get split.
Usually Andy Reid's teams has a running back that has more rushing yards than the quarterback. This year, that ain't the case. It's Pat Mahomes, bro.
I'm sorry to say, Pop's not fantasy relevant.
Somewhat. He's a flex. But that's what he's always been.
Would you start Rachaad White this week over him?
Yes, easily.
Okay.
No brainer. Rachaad White has proven that he is a starting running back. I want to hear
this one. This one's going to be great, Mike. Watch this.
Rachaad White.
Would you start Javonte Williams over him?
Oh. You know what?
Say it.
I was wrong about Javonte Williams. That you and Mikey had that figured out before I could see it. I would take Javonte Williams over Pacheco right now. But I'd be happy to start Pacheco in the flex if I needed to because of the way this season has played out. I would not be mad at Pacheco's 11, 12 points, because that's what he's giving you, 11, 12 points. I wouldn't be mad at that. I'll take that. But at the end of the day, my call on Pat Mahomes was spot on.
Pop realized Branch was going to beat the shit out of Juju, and he kept trying to hold him back.
Ass beat, dog.
You see Pop's trying to hold him back like this shit's about to get ugly.
Got his ass beat. That was crazy. You should have left that man alone. You should have went after somebody else. Branch was not in the mood after losing the way that the Lions did. And that's another conversation. Lions, all their wins have been dominated, and then they got dominated twice in their losses.
Yeah.
So, they did not look good in any aspect of that game.
I didn't like the play calling. I didn't like the play calling, especially on the trick play. I thought that was silly.
Because let's not, like the Chiefs' offense is not end all be all, but they did whatever they wanted out there.
I didn't like that play call. I felt as though you're at the 1 yard line, you run it 4 times with David Montgomery. You run it with your power back.
Getting too cute. I mean, Campbell
gets too cute sometimes.
Gets too cute, and I mean that will cost you.
It was nice
eventually
to see,
that will catch up.
It was nice to see Sam
it.
Laporta involved in the offense. They must have realized like Sam's a really good tight end, and we should be using this weapon.
Historically, we have seen getting too cute catching up to the Lions and Dan Campbell,
and they gotta bounce back quick because the Buccaneers ain't no joke.
Oh, they got Baker, MVP Baker coming.
5-1 Bucks.
Woo!
And this is big.
The best
this
the NFC has to
offer. Implications because a win by the Bucks or a win by the Lions goes a long way into December when the number 1 seed's coming around.
Because now, if the Bucks go 6-1, we're talking about a 6-1 Bucks team that's already taking care of the 49ers, already taking care of the Lions, like teams that could potentially win their divisions. You have an edge on them.
Barely lost to the Eagles because that was Baker's fault. But at the same time, we want to trash, like in that game, 3 linemen went down for the Bucks. 3 offensive linemen.
Bro, the Bucks are playing.
Every time we watch every time we watch Baker snap the ball, he was running.
The Bucks are playing with half a team, and they haven't gotten their ass beat the way the Lions have.
Yeah.
Bucks haven't lost.
I was disappointed in Lions this past
talk
week.
About it. It's how you lose. The Bucks are out there fighting each and every time. Their one loss is against a division-leading Philadelphia Eagles team.
Minus this week, 4 of their 5 wins are all come from behind.
Bro.
So in crucial moments, Baker's coming clutch. Right now, let's cut all the MVP chatter because right now the MVP as we stand today is Baker freaking Mayfield.
Bro, a win over the Lions would go such a long way for them. That's like, what, a 2-game lead in the NFC?
Yeah. Bro, who wants to go to Tampa in the playoffs?
It's all hot. You got to put the thing.
You got to deal with humidity. You're going to be dealing with humidity in freaking January, February. Like, who wants to deal with that?
It's a tough place to play, and they're a tough team to play right now. And their defense isn't even amazing.
Their defense isn't amazing, but
they can take chances.
And by the time that comes around, Evans will be fully healthy. Godwin will be fully healthy. Abuka will be fully healthy.
Bucky.
Bro,
it's only a matter. Baker Mayfield is doing this without even having his full arsenal. He hasn't even been able to play with all those guys there with him.
You know what this game reminds me of? Those games where you got dominated, then you had that one game where you dominated, and then you go back
and get your ass beat again.
Yep. That's what this game reminds me of. What the Phillies did.
Well, we've seen it throughout the playoffs. The teams that get their ass beat, they get at least one, where they can make it somewhat respectful.
Although they've whooped the Mariners in Seattle.
They swept the Mariners in Seattle earlier this year. But it's a question of can Seattle finally get to that place that they've never been before? Like, that's the storyline.
Seattle just got to win one game to Seattle, bro.
Yeah.
Even if they lose this game, it doesn't matter. Win tomorrow.
Oh, every bounce.
See, this is what I mean. I'm telling you, this is those classic games.
I'm in agreement with you, Chris, man. Baker can manage a W against the Lions with that group he has right now. That would be huge. Yeah, because if you beat the Lions with only one of your 3 wide receivers, with your RB2 as your RB1, half your offensive line, like, who does that say more about? The Bucks or the Lions?
I know the Eagles beat them a couple weeks ago, but the better team right now is the Bucks.
That's their only loss. The better team with a better record, and they have home field as of right now. And should they get over the hump with this team, who's left to beat? Did they play the Rams yet? That hasn't happened yet, has it?
Nah.
So there's that showdown, and the Rams are susceptible to losing close games. The Rams will blow it.
The Rams played the Ravens really tight, which was weird.
Bro, Cooper Rush. Bro, what is Harbaugh doing?
Well, he got sick of it at the end. He stuck Tyler Huntley in there.
You had the chance to go up by 2 possessions on the Rams, and you're farting around.
That's on him.
What are you doing?
I got a feeling he's going to get fired after the year.
They won't. It's the Lamar injury that's what saves his spot.
Lamar saved his ass once. I don't think Lamar can save his ass twice.
Think this year, the following year though, that could be a conversation that we could have going into the 2026. But I don't see that happening.
It's like the pundits out there. Oh, the Ravens are still going to come back and win their division. That means they'd have to only lose 2 more games the rest of the year.
Ravens have the same record as us right now. So
you're telling me they're going to go 10-1 down the stretch? 9-2? I could see 7-3. 6-4.
They're also on a bye week, and it couldn't have happened at a better time for them. Does Lamar come back the following week? I am not sure.
And then Derrick Henry gets going, and then they stop using him.
I think Bengals have a shot.
What are you saving him for?
They never have the lead anymore, so you can't use them as effectively when you're down by multiple possessions. You're seeing a lot of Keaton Mitchell,
NFL. Week 8, they'll be back, right?
Yeah, week 8, they'll be back.
They play the Bears, the upstart Bears.
I ain't that scared of Chicago. We don't know what Chicago's kind of like the Panthers to me.
Oh, Jets,
we
Bengals.
Really don't know. There we go. Flacco. They get their win. They get to win 3 right there. Start your Bengals because you got and
Buffalo comes back from the bye to play the Panthers.
Which version of Carolina's defense?
I was going to tell you that
shows up for that game. Because again, that could be the get right game for Buffalo. But what if they don't get right?
You guys are on a bye.
Yeah.
Steelers, Packers, Sunday Night Football next week.
Steelers, Packers, Sunday night. Okay. All right. And this week we have...
Oh, no, you do play that week. You play at 4:25, the Colts.
I don't mind the 4 o'clock games. That's the 3rd time we play at 4.
You guys have played a lot of 4 o'clock games this year.
Denver, the Raiders. We got the Colts game.
Not used to that.
Colts, number 1 in the AFC right now. We talked about Bucks taking the on top of the NFC. The Colts are number 1 in the AFC and playing good football. Just everything's just going their way. They're doing all the right things. And Indy has the Chargers, which we haven't really talked too much about, but that's a huge AFC showdown right there. Chargers need that one. Chargers need a statement win again because they haven't had a statement win since the Chiefs week 1. Chargers need to go out there.
Losing Omarion Hampton has hurt them.
Losing
Najee Harris at first wasn't considered a big piece because you had Omarion Hampton.
But now you lose.
You lose Hampton. It's like shit.
And it's
now you lost
more. It's not the 4 weeks that people are saying. It's looking more towards the 6 week side of things. So they've been reaching out to teams as far as a running back goes. Rumor has it they reached out to see what's up with Breece Hall. And Jets are not looking to move Breece Hall right now, which that's going to be interesting.
That makes me sad
to follow. Because that means somebody's getting the chopping block there. It ain't going to be the rookie. It's your boy. Stop playing with fireworks near your head. That's on you. So the Kamani Vidal thing, we don't know how long that's going to last.
Watch this week. Everybody's going to start Vidal, and Haskins goes nuts.
I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to play the hot hand. Vidal gets stuffed a couple times. Hassan breaks for one, and he'll be sitting on most people's waivers because of the fact that Hassan we thought was going to be the lead guy. They told us he was the lead guy.
$32 in fab for him.
I paid $10 in fab for Aaron Rodgers this week because I have Josh Allen in that league. I'm 5-1, and Allen's on bye, so I went and I picked up your boy. So I will be firing up Aaron Rodgers against the Bengals tomorrow night. And then I took $19 of my fab, which is what I had left, and I went and I grabbed Kayshon Boutte just to stash him. He's had 2 boom weeks already this year. He has rapport with Drake May. So it's one of those things in a situation like me where I'm hurting at the wide receiver position with all these injuries, I might have to plug in Kayshon Boutte out there and hope for the best for this week because it's ugly out there. And when you see a guy getting you 24 fantasy points, you need that. I will be taking a shot on Kayshon Boutte. Matthew Golden is another guy that he, last week, 15 fantasy points.
Me and Alex made a trade during Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, Brock Purdy for the picks. I saw that. So That'll be interesting. He's been after Purdy for a long time, so I know he was loving that deal. It's going to be interesting to see.
He'd be worried about if Josh Allen gets hurt.
Well, this week he needs a replacement for Josh Allen anyway for the bye week. So,
and he's got Purdy. Purdy might play. He was like, "Come on, Oscar, man, you can make this deal." He goes, "You got Baker, you got Drake May still, and you got Jackson Dart on your taxi."
Yeah, you got Baker and you got Drake, so you're good.
And then I looked at the picks. I tried to get him to give me Terrell's pick. He wouldn't do it.
That pick's too valuable.
No, the second round. He has Terrell's first and second round of this year. And you know that's probably going to be the number one pick in the second round.
It's going to be a solid one.
So I said the hell with it. I'll take the second. I took the second this year and 2/3 next year. So now I got 2 first, 2 second, and a 4th in this year's draft. Okay. And next year I got a first, a second, and three threes and a 4.
Kirk is about to hit a dinger. 3-run shot. Seattle's pitching is getting obliterated tonight in Seattle. It is 12-2 Toronto. Yikes. If there we go. That's a comment that he already put. Okay. So what do you think? Chargers and Colts.
I think the Chargers get the win. I think Daniel Jones looks a little normal this
Colts
week.
Colts are due?
They're due for a loss.
You know? And then it'll be the biggest win for the Chargers since week 1.
I don't think it's going to be this blowout. I think it might be a shootout.
I'd love that.
The Chargers defense is a little shaky with injuries, and the Colts defense is a shaky period.
There's nothing better than 4 p.m.
But Colts offense
for fantasy.
Colts offense is chugging.
They're going to force the Chargers offense to get rolling.
You know, JT is having a monstrous first half of the season. Michael Pittman's getting his touchdowns. Josh Downs is starting to get involved. And we all know what Tyler Warren's doing, the rookie tight end.
I got to give the devil his due. I think the Colts have the edge because if the Chargers don't have the running back situation figured out, then they become one-dimensional. And that's how you get them to make mistakes. And the Colts defense is good enough to capitalize off of a mistake. And now all of a sudden, Colts are up by 2 possessions, and now JT is just –
and listen, Shane Steichen's putting Daniel Jones in great situations. He's not overloading with a big burden.
They look smooth. Alec Pierce averaging like 19 yards a catch right now. Josh Downs currently in concussion protocol, so we're not sure if he's going to play or not just yet. Tyler Warren, who you just mentioned, top 5 tight end right now, involved in everything that they're doing. Jonathan Taylor, top 5 at the running back position right now as far as the production that he's giving them. Colts are always in the red zone. Like, the Colts are always in the red zone. They were one of the first teams to score a touchdown this past week.
He's got 8 passing touchdowns and 3 interceptions so far.
Got a few rushing.
He has 1,500 passing yards already, which is pretty like top 5 in the league, I think.
I believe so, yeah. He's top 5 with all the QB numbers.
His QBR this year is an 80. Not to mention his regular rating's a 104.4. He has never had a rating higher than 92.5. 92.5 was his highest rating. Where's his rushing? Here we go.
Oh, man, it feels so good to hear.
He only has 75 yards rushing. He's only ran the ball 24 times this year, but he has 4 touchdowns. So he has a total of 12 touchdowns already this year.
And JT.
That's who I'm going to look up next.
JT's been.
Matter of fact, let's look up the whole Colts team stats.
It's complimentary.
We got to give the devil its due.
It's complimentary what they're doing. You know, it can't be. They deserve it. They deserve to be where they are. And that's all about the right people in the right positions to be able to run a football team, bro. They are giving us a blueprint on how to run a football team. Titans, I hope you're watching, man. Because they've got all the people plugged into the
JT
right
has 603 rushing yards, 7 touchdowns.
Look at that.
He's averaging 100 yards a game, bro.
Easy. He's breaking for a big one every week. Just relentless, bro.
Not to mention.
And it's opening up the field for the pass catch.
He also has 147 reception yards and a reception touchdown. Michael Pittman on the year has 28 receptions for 293 yards. Not much, but he's got 4 touchdowns. Tyler Warren, the rookie, 370 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns. Alec Pierce, like you were saying, 11 receptions, 219 yards. Josh Downs, 217 yards.
Alec Pierce doesn't do the intermediates. Alec Pierce is every catch is like 20 yards. They are one of the first teams in the red zone each and every week. Everything they're doing, it's complimentary football at its finest. It's taking the pressure off of your defense because they're getting on the field with a touchdown lead already. So you can take chances. You can send blitzes, zone blitz. You move differently, man. Like you're not on your heels as a defense. You play with confidence. You're generating turnovers. I've never been this complimentary of that football team. I hate them. But what I'm seeing right now from them is just they're playing good football. All of them. They're playing good football. They are the best team in our division, and they are a top.
Another rumor out there: the Orioles are also interested in Pujols being their manager.
Albert Pujols going to get himself a job. He's going to get himself a jobby job.
It's all right, Philly fans. Rob Thompson's coming back.
Rejoice. Schwarber wants $30 a year.
5-year contract.
Like that for 33-year-old?
Let him go.
30 a year? Is that what you want?
Go
Special referee?
Go sign Alec Bregman.
Bregman is going to be available.
Sign Bregman, put him at third, move Alec Boehm to first, and put Bryce Harper as your everyday DH.
I got a feeling we're going to sign JT Realmuto, bro.
I think he stays.
We're done with Austin Wells. When we saw it right here, bases loaded, 8th inning pop-up, we're done with him. We're going to move Rice to first permanently. Goldie's gone. It's either move Rice to first permanently, or if we don't make the move for Realmuto, Rice becomes our permanent catcher. But one way or another, Rice would be the permanent catcher, which means Belly would be moved to first, which means we're paying Belly. That's what that would mean, because actually in reality, it would be cheaper for us to pay Bellinger than it would be for us to go and pay Kyle Tucker, who I know they want Kyle Tucker. I know they want him.
Grab Kyle Tucker.
They've been talking about him since the season started. I'm not excited about that. We already have enough outfielders, guys. We need to focus on other things. But
you know who I wouldn't mind getting is Polanco. I think Polanco only signed a 1-year deal with the Mariners.
Polanco's a dog. You know who I could see in Seattle? Your boy Suarez, Ranger Suarez.
Yeah, he's gonna have one. I would do whatever it took to keep him.
I could see Ranger Suarez as a Seattle Mariner, or I can see Ranger Suarez as a Chicago Cub next year.
If any free agent you're going to re-sign, he should be one of them.
He's going to a contender, no matter what. He's going to go play for a contender. He's going to go play for a team that's making the playoffs.
I got a question. Do the Jets even win a game this year?
Everybody, any given Sunday. They're going to beat somebody eventually. They're going to catch somebody slipping, and it's going to be absolutely embarrassing. And It's
Carolina next week. Carolina this week.
Taking the Panthers there.
The Bengals next week. Then they got a bye. They're home for Cleveland.
They'll find a way to lose the bye.
Cleveland may be the only way because Dylan Gabriel.
Bro, Jets and Cleveland, when they play each other.
They're at New England. Oh, my God. They're going to flex that Thursday night game. At Baltimore.
Oh, yeah.
Home for Atlanta. Ooh, they do play the Dolphins.
Okay, so Cleveland or Miami? Cleveland or Miami?
Jacksonville. The Saints will beat them. New England, Buffalo. Bro, there's a chance this team could go 0-16.
0-17, right?
Or if they beat
1-16?
1-16? I forgot.
They're going to get one. And it would be the Miami game or the Cleveland game. But then again, Cleveland Browns defense against that Jets offense, like that could be a 10-3 Cleveland ball game right there. Like the Browns don't have to be great to beat. Nobody has to be great to beat the Jets, but.
This is gross, bro.
What do you think? I think we kind of covered all the bases tonight.
This is gross.
Is there anything else?
That's about it, guys.
I think that pretty much, covers everything that we wanted to do tonight. Great conversation, great in-depth breakdown of Week 7 coming up. I absolutely loved it. Good questions. Purdy over Dart. You know what I mean? We had some really good comparisons on this podcast tonight. I really enjoyed that. I enjoy that perspective. The Josh Allen conversation that needs to be had. We had to get it off of our chest, because there's been a lot of Jalen Hurts bashing on this pod for the past few weeks. So, I mean, it's only right that we serve up some justice across
fair.
the board. You know what I mean? It's not just him. There's a couple of guys that aren't playing to the standard, and they get glazed each and every single week because they are who they are, but nobody is above criticism. At the end of the day, you play bad, people are going to say bad things about you. Suck it up. Play better.
Suck it up, Buttercup.
Stop crying. Just play better. You know? Especially if we're talking about a situation where the rules of overtime were literally changed because of you. They changed the game for you, bro. They changed the game for you. And this is what you do.
Yep.
Lay a stinker. Windows are closing. Opportunities are opening. The sun is rising.
McDermott is playing for his job.
He ain't doing a good job of that. Well, we'll see. They're on bye, so they can't catch too much heat this week.
Not this week. They're safe.
We're going to be focused on the week 7 slate. Good luck to everybody who's trying to keep their fantasy seasons alive. If you're 1-5, 0-6, 2-4, don't give up, man. Never underestimate the fact that some of your league mates are probably checking out on their teams because of an injury or because they're 2-4 and they don't think they can turn it around. Maximize your opportunities. If you are at the bottom of your league, that means you have waiver priority. Go and get your guys. Make moves. Try to make trades with the team at the top. The 5-1s of the world that are looking for that one piece that can set them over the top. Go make a deal with the best team in the league. They're not going to be worried about you. You're 0-6. You pose no threat to them. Get active. Get active in your league, man. Do not give up. You never know what could happen. I've seen crazy things happen.
The Tribal Chiefs.
6-0. Looking good. I'm pulling for you. I'm looking to make my rally in that league too, though. I just got to get all the pieces have to come into place. But good luck to you. Are we on for Sunday?
Yeah.
Sunday morning Sick Picks pregame kickoff show with Mike D. We're going to be in the house breaking it all down. Special appearance cameo from O Money. He's always around. He's never too far. He's lurking around in the background in the scene. Steelers are going to be off. You know what I mean? So he's either going to be happy about a win or he's going to be kind of miserable because they ended up blowing it on Thursday Night Football. But nonetheless.
Fun trivia. Mike Tomlin has never beaten a division opponent on the road on Thursday Night Football.
You know they're going to post that tomorrow.
Oh,
That's going to be the prime stat of the day.
However, Aaron Rodgers is 18-5 on Thursday Night Football with 40 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, and
the icy
like
hot
10,000 yards or something like that.
The icy hot bowl. It is going down, ladies and gentlemen. Tune in this Sunday morning for Sick Picks Sunday morning pre-show, game day style, as only we can do it. Thank you for the comments. The Giants fans were in the house. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Rose. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Mikey. Thank you, Chris Jacoby. Thank you, everybody who commented on tonight's podcast and made it all the better. We appreciate you.